Today we will talk about diabetes, which is also sometimes called as slow poison. Why it has been called as slow poison, you will realize with the deadly numbers which will be coming up now. So there are a number of videos and a number of techniques and a number of treatment available for the diabetes. Why now? This video and the data has been taken from the institutional things like World Health Organization, ICMR, and another leading university from the world. So these are not the fake numbers. These are serious data, serious numbers. So let's go into this. So India is also called as a capital of diabetes. Now why it is called as a capital of diabetes? Because as you can see with the numbers only, that India is the one of the leading contributors towards the diabetes after China. As you all know that India is hugely populated, and the number of patients contributing towards the diabetes from the Indian side is very huge. So what are the other states are doing for that, or what are the prevalence? As a study done by ICMR, again a very reputed research done. So as you can see that Chandigarh is really high on the numbers, parallel to also seen by our northeast states like Assam, Mizoram, Meghalaya. They are also not far away. The recent research says that the Assam diabetes prevalence percentage is somewhere approx to 15% from 2019 onwards, and it will keep on going high, may reach till 20 to 25% by 2025. So these are deadly numbers. But what will happen? Is it very threatening? We will come to know with this now. So you can see the leading cause of death now globally. So what is the main leading cause for death globally? Is 1.6 million people die because of diabetes, compared to other deadly diseases like HIV, tuberculosis, and malaria. So now you can understand, maybe you come to know that that is because of the cardiac arrest, maybe that is because of some other stuffs, but what is the cause because of all those things? Why the patients are not recovering? Why the recovery rate is slow? Maybe the reason was diabetes. So that's why when final research has been done, so the cause of death was diabetes. So you can see a huge number of people are dying because of the complications of diabetes. So let's see what are the complications can happen if a person is suffering from diabetes. So diabetes is a disease where n number of systems are damaged, looking from brain, eyes, teeth, heart, nerves, kidneys. Then very ugly looking disease like gangrene, then eyes like glaucoma, which can also lead to blindness later on. So you can see that it is not leaving any organ, it is destroying one of our primary organs also. So that's why it is deadly, even though the name is slow poison. So now what are the factors which are responsible actually causing for the diabetes? As you can see from this picture, that on the top of the picture it's a gene. So it might come from your heredity if your parents are having it. So you are susceptible to get a diabetes. But what are the modifiable factors? The factors which can be modified. So you can see the other factors are hugely modifiable. On the left and the right is processed foods. As you can see that even the US started the processed foods, but coming down to our China and India and other Arabian countries, the processed foods and the consumers, since the population is very high on these countries, so processed foods consumers are very huge in this, and all the franchises coming down to all these countries are grouping this kind of populations, and the people are suffering from now huge amount of diabetes. And below you can see a picture depicting a sedentary lifestyle along with the food. We are also getting into a lifestyle which is very bad, that is sedentary. You can see the people are looking into TVs and laptop, desktop, eating, sitting, sleeping. Okay, so these are the modifiable factors, few of them, and the heredity, as you know, that can't be modified, but it can be changed. The factors can be modified after that also. So if I come back to specific Indian stuff, now what is common in this? Why the food habit is changing? Definitely, if we say that needs to be changed, hard. Maybe the public or the crowd may feel that it's tempting. Yes, if we say that don't take that, but still it's been craving for this kind of stuff. So street foods are one of the stuff that people are usually having that in a good amount. So Indian street foods are contributing that along with the processed foods because they are deeply fried. Now coming back, most of you people will feel that the lady on the left may look like diabetic, while the person on the right who looks slim may not be suffering from diabetes. But it is not like that. Even 10 to 30% people might be thin and slim also in the cases of diabetes. So it's a misconception that fat and obese people only might have diabetes. Even there are a minimal percent of patients who are also thin. So get your diabetes checked up and don't fall into a misconception that only fat and obese people only will have diabetes. So now, as we have talked about a lot about the modifiable factors and other factors, the people how they will look, and the problems and the numbers. So now coming down to the prevention and control. So prevention and control, first of all we need to identify the people, the high risk individuals, people who are already suffering from diabetes, get them the treatment done, like maybe there are a number of surgical solutions, then insulin solutions, there are hormonal solutions, there are a number of solutions. Get them so that the death rate is slowing down. Coming to how we can prevent and how we can control, now we need to think about the smart solutions. If the food is not able to prevent it, how we can increase, as your physicians might be saying up that start walking, start cycling, but you should do all those things with consultation of a good exercise physiologist or a physiotherapist who have a better understanding of the body and exercise and are experts in this field. Many cities are also adopting cycle lane. Metropolitan cities up like Mumbai, Bangalore, they are adopting now policies like cycle lane. So there's a dedicated lane in the roads which are basic for cycling, and then now you can see that most of the people are also going for cycling nowadays. So along with we need to think something of smart, maybe high taxes on the processed food, maybe canteens and all away from the office so that the people start walking. So we need to think about a smart solution or maybe a smart city where this thing can be done. Finally, I think all of you know that in all of the videos, and as I said from the starting of the video, this has been proven that exercise and diet can reduce down your diabetes. It's not that any of the factor, but even it has been affected in the hereditary also factor. If it is moved from the hereditary factor, exercise and diet can reduce it and can modify your diabetes. So consult your physiotherapist if you are eligible to do what kind of exercise, because all the exercises are not made for everyone. All the fingers are different and all the people are different, so there has to be a custom made exercises and customized diet for each and everyone, and then there has to be a regular monitoring of all those things, and then diabetes can be prevented. Thank you.